What's up? It's your favorite attorney, Allie Booker. You already know what time it is. I know it's been a while since I done had the robe on, but we are doing order in the court. And the court is in order. Okay? You already know how it works. You write me. Okay? I bring to the court of my public opinion and I give you my thought process behind what you've asked. Now, we're not going to call this legal advice because I don't represent you. And your facts may or may not be the same as this here. However, I promise you, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to be as candid and straight up and direct as possible. I'm like that with my clients. If any of you all speak to my clients, you will know that. I'm just not gonna play games with you. I'm gonna tell you what position we're in so we can get out of the bad position and in the good position, or what position we're in so that we can stay in the good position. Okay. Sometimes we don't like to hear it, but it's good for our cases, and we're here to win. Next case. Let's go. Court is now in session. If my stepdaughter has a car wreck while in her mother's care, are we liable? Hi, my spouse has 50-50 custody with his ex, but we typically see my stepdaughter on the weekends only now that she's a teen. Y'all, that happens. Kids start to do what they want to do, and it's hard to hold the other parent responsible because kids ain't listening to nobody when they're teenagers, so I feel her. She will be driving soon. My spouse is planning on buying her a car and adding her to our insurance policy. Kids, on your insurance policy, you may want to get her own policy. Let's keep reading. If she causes a wreck or someone gets injured, more than likely it's going to happen. I hate to say that, but it's probably going to happen. Who is legally responsible? Girl, it'll be you because you on that. It'll be you. I assume it would be us because we own the car and the insurance is on our policy. Is that true? Girl, absolutely truly true. Truly true. Hooty hoo. It's true. Yes, ma'am. My mother-in-law lives nearby. Can we put the car in her name and add her to my mother-in-law's insurance? Girl, it might make sense because the mother-in-law insurance is high as hell too. Because once you start getting older, you know how it is. It's just like when you're super young, when you're super old. Both of them be hitting shit and filing claims. Girl, that sounds pretty good to me. But I'm gonna keep reading. Would we be liable then? Hell nah, because she need to be over there with her grandma. Also, if she has the wreck at her mom's house, are we liable? Girl, you are liable wherever the hell she is. If she's on your insurance, girl, get her with grandma. Thank you. Let me know what's going on. Ma'am, girl, I don't even need to bring you to the court of our public opinion, but I'm going to bring you on, okay? Because we have children, and I myself have a teenager, and it's like I'm scared, okay? I'm scared. I'm going to figure out how to put this kid, like, on his own policy if it's possible, okay? Because children can contract for necessities if need be. They can. They are allowed 18 to contract for necessities. I really don't think that it is good for children to be on your policy. It's not good. Okay. And it's tough. It's tough. And I just wouldn't. And honestly, once my son turns of driving age, I'm going to exclude him from my policy, meaning he is not going to be covered. So don't even come over here with that. Like, he will be an excluded driver because he's in my house. He will be an excluded driver. I'm so sorry. And that's normally the best thing to do. Your insurance is sky high with these kids, ma'am. You are pretty much on the right track. If Granny can insure and you can put the car in her name, go ahead. But understand one thing. Once you put the car in grandma's name, you're gonna have, that's if something happens to grandma needs to probably will that car to the grandchild. Because if not, I don't know if your husband is the only child for the mother, but it goes through the laws of intestacy. And so if the dad has siblings, the car will belong to the dad and the siblings because it was grandma's car. And sometimes you think your family's cool with it and they understand things and they'll put stuff where it's supposed to go until they can get a piece of some pie and some money's involved and they completely show their naked behinds, which could very well happen. And she may not get the car if they feel like they can sell it for cash and split it. So what you probably need to do is, yes, grandma needs to get the car, but grandma needs to transfer upon death deed. Well, you can do specific property, but she needs to somehow sign this car over to the child. Even if she just has a will just for the car, it needs to go to the child upon, her perishing. So it doesn't get wrapped up. If dad is the only child, then don't worry about it. Who cares? Then just let grandma do it. But this car does need to be more than likely on grandma's policy because I don't know any other way you can do that, guys. I had a family, and I'm going to tell you this really quick. And I don't know why, I'm not going to need to say which insurance company did it, but I felt so bad for them because there was no coverage. My client actually hit them, and my client, and I just know because it was a criminal case that it came from, my client ended up getting a DWI. And we pretty much, I had to, talk to these people, and we had to kind of, I don't want to say why we had to end up paying these people, even though it's completely legal. I'm just not going to say not why right now. Okay. But I will say that my client did not have good insurance because he hadn't paid his insurance for the month. The child did not have insurance. It was a brand new car. And y'all want to hear why the kid didn't have insurance? The kid didn't have insurance because when the parents got the car, they put the car in their name, which is what parents do. Whenever you put a car in your name, you have to get insurance on that car. They're going to put it underneath your other policy. The kid did not live in the house because the kid was away at school. So what the insurance agent did was they slid the child's car on the policy underneath the parents, but excluded the child as a driver because the kid didn't live in the house, so you could exclude the kid. And then this car wreck happened, and these people don't have a way to get this car fixed, but for my client. And I'll leave it right there. So they're willing to accept my client's money cash because my client didn't have insurance, and the parents did not have insurance. Hindsight is 2020, and they have now since, I believe, gotten a new car and put the child on the insurance. But they did not at the time because it was skyrocket. Make it skyrocket, baby. It skyrocketed that insurance, okay? And they was like, hold up, okay? And the agent was like, okay, let me see what I can do, okay? Does the child live with you? And they were like, no. And the agent was like, girl, we're going to exclude, mama. We're going to exclude the child. But then it messed up because children, just like you say, ma'am, they always get in wrecks. I mean, my family got me the car, and it was crazy because it didn't take months before it was totaled. And children don't mean to, but they're just a little irresponsible by nature of the fact that they're children. And so, ma'am, go ahead and put her with her grandmother because both of them are going to be hitting shit and knocking doors down. Okay? Knocking doors down. Y'all, I'm on my southern kick right now, my southern rap kick, but they're going to be knocking doors down. Okay? They're gonna be knocking them down. Okay? They're gonna be they're gonna be knocking heads against the wood grain wheel. Okay? They will be, turning, okay? They'll be off in the turning lane. That's what they're going to do. Older and younger people. So why not put them together? The insurance is going to be high as hell anyways. Put them together, ma'am. You are correct. Next case.
Biggest time I made that call. I'm locked up and facing charges. Who gon' fight these cases for me? I called Booker Law Firm. They got the job done. They were right there for me.
For more information, contact the Booker Law Firm at 713-292-2225.